How exciting that would be if we could just color grade those beautiful portraits we took to look more dramatic and stand out using the most simplest tools in Photoshop. So without any further delay, let's jump into another exciting new tutorial of Photoshop to make your photos look better and stand out just by color grading them. Thank you so much for tuning in. This is Niladri from the Digital Notion and welcome back. At first, we start with the color balance adjustment layer and select it. Please keep in mind, color balance is used in Photoshop to change the values of RGB, also cyan, magenta and yellow that constitutes the overall composition of an image. And also to keep in mind, while we tweak with the values of the three sliders, preserve luminosity is always selected. Now go for the shadows from tones and change the values of RGB on positive values. Also keep in mind preserve luminosity selected in all the cases. Now I'm gonna change the values as per my requirements. You can select different values for different sliders to meet your requirements. Once we are done, we would move to highlights and same change the values of different sliders. I would change the highlights of the subject and the overall image to give the image a dramatic look. Once completing, we would move to midtones of the images. For midtones, we would slightly tweak the values of the three sliders and make sure a moody and a dramatic look of the image pops up. Once we are done, we would slightly increase the contrast of the image. So we would create a contrast layer from the adjustment layer. I would randomly select plus 10 of the contrast and keep the brightness at its default value. Then we'd go for levels and change the values of darker areas and highlights. Once we are done, we would also change the values of output labels. Keep the white slider remain at its default value. After completing, please keep in mind the background layer is selected and using the object selection tool, once selecting the subject, press Ctrl C to copy the subject and just create a new layer above the background layer and name it subject and press Ctrl V command to press the subject. After we are done, we would create a label layer. Please drag the layer in between subject and background. Then tweak with the values to change the moody tone of the background to make the subject stand out from the background. Let's change the values so that the subject stands out. Once we are done, select the background layer, right click on it and select Merge Visible to merge all the layers into one. And finally, we would select the dodge tool, which is used to lighten or increase the brightness of any area of an image. After completing everything, save the image at its maximum quality for best resolution output. If you do end up liking my content, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the notifications bell icon for receiving further updates as a new video comes up. And please do like, comment and share and stay tuned. Thank you.